I'm dumping a bunch of twigs into a pot of cream because I let my patrons decide the next tree ice cream flavor to make, and they chose the birch. So I went out in search of the only native species of birch in my neck of the woods, the water birch, Betula occidentalis. Gathered some of its twigs and even found a good-sized dead limb that was only half rotted away that'll hopefully help us make our ice cream bowl later on. After washing the twigs, I also decided to make some birch extract, which is as simple as combining them with a high-proof neutral flavored alcohol like Everclear, giving it a good shake, and letting it hang out in the pantry for a few weeks. Then for the ice cream, it's the usual process, just dumping a bunch of birch twigs in with a cream or non-dairy option of choice, letting that hot and infuse for a while before steeping off heat, then straining and using it as the base for whichever ice cream recipe you prefer. Now, the birch doesn't grow any edible fruits, seeds, or nuts, so for a mix-in, let's return to the extract, which has already taken on a lovely golden color. And I'm gonna make some vanilla wafer cookies using King Arthur Baking's recipe, but instead of vanilla, I'm substituting that birch extract, giving us some birch wafer cookies. Blitz them up at a food processor and sift out the dustier bits, and now it's time to churn up our birch flavored ice cream. Then add the birch wafer cookie bits, giving a little bit of a jostle because I waited too long to add the mix in. And we're all done, so while this firms up in the freezer, let's see about turning that rotted water birch limb into a tiny little ice cream bowl. And here's where I give you a friendly reminder that there's a full-length version of this video over on my channel that I'd love for you to see, so if you want to give yourself the gift of a break from the scroll for a little while to come hang out with me in a more leisurely setting, it really means a lot. But for the rest of you, let's wrap this up by scooping up a bowl of that birch ice cream and seeing how it tastes.
There's like a slight bitter herbal note and then very light wintergreeny flavor. It's very clear to me that sweet birch or black birch would be the way to go for this. And the hole in the bottom makes for a nice straw. Birchy.